Hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. We have some difficulty here in the software. I hope my voice is coming good. Please let me know if you have any problem. We click at the live button many times, and each time we go, it says it shut down, so I don't know. And I hope now it's working. Today our topic is about the Holy Prophet. The Holy Prophet. The Muslims always, the Mohammedans, they inspire me with their comments. And I really appreciate their comment because their comment can help us to see how stupid Islam is. So I'm going to show you some of the comments we see here so we can enjoy them. I know some of you might be upset the Muslims they post comments and they are very rude and etc. But actually this is the best way to train Christians to how to respond to those Abdul. Let us show you here the comment in front of us. We have Mr. Ibrahim Khan. Mahatma Gandhi, speaking on the character of Muhammad, said, I wanted to know the best of one who hold today undisputed sway over the heart of millions of mankind. I become more convinced that it was not the sword that won a place of Islam. In those days, in the scheme of life, it was rigid simplicity. Let me see the word. The utter self-effacement of the Prophet. I mean, you can read it. And here we say to the Muslims, let us say Mahatma Gandhi, he said that. Who the hell is this guy? He is doing politics. You see, we know that those who do politics, they lie. This guy, he have to control a huge number of population, they are Muslims in his country. So whatever he say, we can check it, and in 2 seconds we can defeat every word he said. As an example, he said it's not the sword who won. It is the simplicity. So did Muhammad came to you by the sword, or he came by with Santa Claus? So what this guy is talking about? Simplicity? Wait, what simplicity we are talking about? Obey Allah, obey Muhammad, and you became a slave of Islam, and this is simplicity. And you can, if a child, and you can attack the neighbor if he's a Hindu or he's a Christian or a Jew or a Buddhist. Take their women, take their children. Very simple. So you can post whatever you want, regardless if this is true or not. You Muslims are being stupid when you say that, because this is against even your prophet words. Let us go and see what your prophet himself said, if we can call him a prophet. And now what the Muslim will say, he say, we don't agree with the prophet, we agree with Mahatma Gandhi. Is that correct? In a second from now, they will choose Mahatma Gandhi over what Muhammad said. It's not the sword one. Okay, let us see if it's not the sword, as Mahatma Gandhi said. What about from now on, you prove too much that Islam is a great religion from Joe Biden? The Muslims, they don't want to quote their prophet no more because his quote is stupid. The Gog and Magog, the Jassasa, the beast in the island, an island carrying a whale, and the whale in the top of it, and the whale in the top of a bowl, and the bowl in the top of a rock, and under the rock 4,000 cracks. This is how Muhammad described the earth for his followers. Is this your prophet? This is your hadith. Muhammad saying, I've been victorious by terror from the distance of 1 month journey. So according to the Abdul, we should not take what Muhammad said. We should take what Mahatma Gandhi said. I mean, do you see the stupidity? Did your prophet lie when he said, I was victorious by terror? You see, the Muslim, they put the word awi. In Arabic, بالرعب. Ra'b is terror. Of affrighting my enemy for a distance of 1 month journey. And then you say to me, Mahatma Gandhi said. So are you saying your prophet, he did lie, how he become victorious? Absolutely you are. Because there he said, it's not by the sword. It's not by terror. So when we see the comment of Muhammadan, we will see that Muhammad is a terrorist, and a terrorist is a filthy man. Nobody agree that a terrorist is not a filthy man. Terrorist is somebody who terrify everybody, children, women, men, old, young, doesn't matter. Terrorism is an act of Satan, and Allah is Satan, and we can prove it easy. Actually, it's in front of us. And then, you know, you will see that Muhammad claim he owned the earth. Look at this terrorist. The whole earth belonged to him. And the earth has been made for me and my followers. Mahatma Gandhi said, oh no, there is a place for everybody. The Hindu, they can live there. Muhammad says no. The reason the Hindu are still exist because the Muslim cannot get rid of them. If they can kill everybody, they will finish them. This is reality. More than 80 million Hindu were killed by Islamic attack. And then you can tell me Mahatma Gandhi said. Now, if we go back to the comment, let us go there so we can laugh more. And again, thank you for posting your comment because you made mockery of your prophet, and this is exactly why we like your comment, Muhammadan. So we continue here. And I see some response. So Sophia, she said to him, people should know the true story from their book itself. Do you like to continue to another chapter? Your Lord inspired the angel, I am with you, so support those who believe, and I will cast terror in the heart of those who disbelieve. So strike above their neck. The smart Zechariah, and by the way, Zechariah, change your name because Zechariah is a name of the God, belong to the God of the Hebrew and the Christians. And your God, Allah, is not Yahweh. Why you know, why you are using that name? A thief. Even thieves, you know, they steal like property, they steal gold, silver, but even names. If you ask any Muslim, what Zechariah mean? He have no idea. Thieves. They don't know. Okay, they call themselves Ibrahim. Okay, what Ibrahim? They don't know. Yaqub. What Yaqub mean? They don't know. Thieves. Look what he said. Do you know what was going on and this was revealed? The surah was revealed in the same year that Badr took place. Quraysh were attacking the Muslims. And here we see the stupidity, you know. And this guy, he is claiming that this only was for that day and that year. So now the Muhammadan, they claim that the verses of the Quran doesn't go for eternity, it goes only for a certain day. But if we go and we check the same chapter we are reading, we will see the opposite. So you are a liar and you are stupid. And we just showed you your prophet saying, I've been victorious by terror, and the whole earth was made for me. So the target was the whole earth. You are a liar again, Zachariah. Nice to meet you, my friend. Keep posting so we can laugh. Ibrahim Khan, he said, if ever any man been a man in this earth has found God, if any man has devoted his life for the sake of God with a pure and holy zeal, then without doubt, most certainly that man was Holy Prophet of Arabia. Okay, who said that? Let me click at read more so we can laugh. Okay. Islam is mortal, the spiritual value, London. Who is that? Okay, what? A major, sorry, a Lindar. Okay, I will go with you now. Let us see. Muhammad, he was devoted for God and he was pure. Let us check the pure Muhammad. The pure Muhammad, he was devoting himself to God. How? He was busy effing women. So the Muhammadan, they bring us a scam from the West who they are just trying to make money. If I make a book right now about Muhammad being the most holy prophet, you can imagine how many people will buy my book. And Amazon will not have a problem with it. This is the truth. But if I say about Muhammad is a scumbag, then we will have a problem. So this is your Quran. The prophet who was devoted to God, or it was God devoted to Muhammad. Have you ever heard of a God? He go to his office and do you see how big this galaxy is, the universe? Uh, uh, this God, he went to his office. He said, "Man, Muhammad is really so he's so lonely. He have only 13 wives and hundreds of sex slaves. What I should do more to help him? Poor my prophet, I send you for a hard mission. Your penis cannot enjoy life. I should help your penis." So Allah, he wrote a chapter, and this chapter full of verses about the penis of Muhammad. How we can make the penis of Muhammad happy. This chapter in front of us, it says here in chapter 33, O Prophet, verily we had made lawful for you your wives. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid verse like this? And now you are telling him it made lawful for you your wives. I mean, after the guy he slept with him, he married them, he effed them. Now you tell him they are lawful? And then, to whom you paid their mahar, but Muhammad don't pay mahar. Isn't this one of his privilege? He don't pay money. And then uh, given money given by the husband to his wife at the time of the marriage, between two brackets. Muhammad don't pay. And those who captive slaves, here we go, you can rape your slaves. It's lawful for you. Rape them, not marry them. The first part is the wives, the second part is the slaves. Rape them. Who? They are captive. They are captured. Women, we capture women, we rape them. A Muslim, they might say to you, well, isn't it the Bible have speak of captives? You will not find where in the Bible it says that you can rape a captive. You can marry her. And you give her even a time. You don't go and she have to be your wife. You don't rape her. You marry her. Now we have here a license. This is for Muhammad. All the captives, and later all the Muslims, they have the same license when it's come to the captives. To the point, the same chapter speak about doing prostitution. Muslims, they are allowed to open a pimp house. So here your wife and your captive. Okay, who is that enough? No. Is it enough to have thousands of slaves? There's a caliphate, his name is Harun al-Rashid. This guy, he have palaces. They are full of women. They do what? Belly dancing, singing. Thousands. In the city of Al-Basra, or the territory of Al-Basra in Iraq, there was at that time at least 1 million black African slaves. At that time. Go right now and search for the revolution of the Zinj, which means the black. The revolution of the black. They killed them all. They slaughtered every single one of them, women, children, men. When the black people, they try to get their life. Whom Allah has given to you. Allah, He has given to you. Those captive is given by Allah. It's not him attacking the neighbors, taking his. No, no, Allah given. And the daughter of your uncle, okay, from your mother's side, from your aunt's side, from your sister's side, from blah blah side, from blah 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 blah, and then he continue. And a woman, a believing woman, she offer herself to the Prophet so he can if her, not marry her. Here you ask yourself, what the heck is that? This guy is devoted man to God. There is an interview once in the Dean show, and the guy in the TV, he said, let us, they were talking how we know if a prophet Muhammad is a prophet or not. He said, all cult leaders, they have a privilege. Muhammad have none. This is what he said in the TV. But as you see, all the privilege is given to Muhammad, penis and pocket. Kabir, we can explain divorce for you in Christianity, but are you married, my friend? I mean, look what we are talking about. And now this guy, can you explain to me divorce in Christianity? Well, divorce in Christianity is very easy. You do not need to understand. You don't divorce for fun, so just to marry a new wife, like you're Muslim, you send a text message, get rid of her. You don't divorce because now she became old. You don't get rid of her because now she is sick and you want a healthy camel. In Christianity, the man, he have no right over the woman to use her and abuse her and throw her in the street. This is why Jesus, he made the divorce very strict. For you, because women have no value, she is the same as a shoe. You take off one, you replace her with four. So a Muslim, he tried to get away from what we are talking about. He posed a question have nothing to do with the topic, but even that will humiliate your prophet. Even your prophet, he used divorce as a threat to control his wives. Thank you for reminding me to mention that. So your prophet, he allowed to rape, and he himself a rapist. He gave himself the opportunity and the privilege which nobody have, which means he is making a law especially for him. And I don't want to mention, forget about Zaid, but let us go to different story now. You mentioned divorce, right? Okay. Your prophet, because he have no dignity, he have no honor, he is not even a man. He come with rule saying that if a man he divorce his wife, he cannot come back to her unless she go and if literally a new man. The same verse in front of you, verse number 230, chapter number 2. Here you ask yourself, what kind of an ethical code this filthy cult has? You divorce your wife because Muhammad made divorce so easy. You divorce her 3 times. Divorce is so easy. Now you want to bring her back because your wife, she have children and she missed them. She cry for them. She is desperate to get back to her babies, not to you, you filthy idiot who divorced her 3 times already. So Muhammad wanted to use and abuse the women to the last point. He made the vagina of a Muslim woman a garage. This is the truth. Instead of punishing the man for abusing the wife and divorcing her 3 times, he decided to punish the women and make her if a new guy so she can go back to her husband. And now, as long as you mentioned divorce, let us go and read this story because this is a very heartbreaking story. A woman was divorced 3 times by her husband. She wanted to go back to her previous husband. Why? Because she had kids from him. Rifa divorced his wife, whereupon Abdul Rahman, etc., Ibn Zubayr, he married her. Aisha, she said that that day came, that woman, this lady came, wearing a green veil, and complained to her, to Aisha, of her husband and showed her a green spot in her skin caused by beating. Beating. Did the historian write those Western? Do they dare to make a comment about the teaching of the prophet, the best prophet, Mahatma Gandhi, and the names you quote for me? Do they dare to teach that we should beat women? Do they dare to quote the Quran where it says beat them? Do you see how those people, they try to fool themselves? And you know, there is a very simple way actually to understand that anyone make a comment praising Muhammad is a fraud. Anyone knows how? Without knowing anything about Islam. Anyone knows how? We can find out that he's a fraud. Who knows how? Help me. Anyone can give me an idea? How we know that those people who praise Muhammad by their articles or even write books, how we knew that they are fraud without knowing anything about Islam? Let us say you have zero knowledge about Islam. How you know that they are fraud? Very easy way. Mahatma Gandhi, he said what he said according to you. We did not check it out. So why Mahatma Gandhi did not convert to Islam? Do you know what does that mean? It means he believed Muhammad is a liar and he is a scammer. Correct, guys? How he can be good, but yet I refuse to believe in him as a prophet, because the second you refuse to believe in him as a prophet, that's mean you believe he's a liar. Do you understand what I'm saying? Huh? People, do you understand what I'm saying? If he is so good to you, well, it's so good to be true then that you believe he is so good, yet you don't want to convert. And here, look, this is a Muslim trying to change the topic again. Will Christian lynch and hang blacks? You see, you are really stupid and you are a low class. You as a black person, if you are a black, you should not, and the last one to become a Muslim. But you are not a Muslim because you are black. According to the Quran, only black people will go to hell, and only white people will go to heaven. Let's go to the Quran. See, you are bringing this to yourself. In Christianity, black, white, Asian, doesn't matter who you are. The Bible says there is no slave, there's no free, there's no Greek, there's no Hebrew. For all is one in Jesus. Jesus, he said, for God loved the world, not love the white, but Allah, he loved the white only. Let us see who is in heaven. Allah will make every single me, I am a white person, but Allah will make me black before the judgment day. So according to the faith in Muhammad, being black is a penalty. Now what you will say, you will say the Quran is not a book of God, and you will say this is Da'if Quran. This is your Quran. Is that your Quran? Now he will say, this is Da'if. This is Da'if Quran. Correct? And look, now he ignore what I'm showing the screen. He ignore what I'm saying. He ignore every single word he say. So, Mr. Khan, let me block you because you are just being stupid, and you are not here, obviously, to you know, to discuss with us. You are here just to disturb. All right? Okay. Take a hike. So this is another issue, that Muhammad is a very filthy man. Actually, Muhammad, he made it clear that when Allah created the black people, he created them to send them to hell. And when Allah, he created the white people, he created them to send them to heaven. And the admin can post the link for you in the chat. So when Allah he struck Adam in his right shoulder, what he did, he created the white people like white ants. And he struck Adam in the left shoulder, and he, from that, the black people came, and they were black like a black ant, like circle. And then Allah he said to the one created from the right shoulder, you go to heaven and I don't care. And Allah he said to the one who created from the left shoulder, you go to hell and I don't care. Did those who write about Muhammad mention this? Aren't they proud? You know, Obama was quoting us Prophet Muhammad, wasn't he? He was, right? Obama, he went in TV trying to promote his Shia Islam because he's a Shia. And he come to us saying, Prophet said, and the meaning of Ramadan and the meaning of... Suddenly we have a president who want to explain to us Ramadan. An atheist who make fun, and then he claimed to be Christian, so he can become president. Suddenly he go on TV and he want to explain the special meaning of Ramadan. Read this hadith with me, and please contact Mahatma Gandhi and tell him to come back from death. Your prophet cannot do that, but Jesus can. And ask him to make a comment about your amazing, beautiful prophet. I mean, who can come with such a knowledge and decency like Muhammad? And this is a Sahih hadith. Very Sahih hadith. So when the Muhammadan they speak about Muhammad the Holy Prophet is racist, the Holy Prophet is rapist, the Holy Prophet been accused of stealing panties. By who? By his companions. وَمَا كَانَ لِنَبِيٍّ أَنْ يَغُلْ. What the heck is that? When some red velvet cloth went missing of the day of Badr, sorry, and you are the one who mentioned Badr. Look like your prophet, he was attacking to steal. What he came with? A panty. This is a prophet of God? All of us, we knew the donkey, his name is Ya'fur. Where Muhammad he got Ya'fur? The speaking donkey, the one who he asked him, do you like females? He killed a Jew. He took his donkey and his sandals and all the gold and silver he have. So when a Muhammadan he speak about the Holy Prophet, is the Holy Prophet holy? Imagine, guys, imagine that we have somewhere in the Bible where Matthew, or let us say John, Peter, accusing Jesus of stealing a red velvet. Are you with me? Imagine. You see, we are not talking about the enemy of Muhammad accusing him. We are talking about his disciples. Are we listening? So let us say, what his name? This funny guy, the one who take off his t-shirt, Mimi Hijab. He's a prophet of Allah. Fifi, Susu, Mimi, Dudu, all they are companions and they are disciples. And Ali Dawa is next to him. And then Ali Dawa, he says, you took the underwear. Where is the red underwear? My wife can give me some grape. My throat is dry. We are looking for the underwear since the morning. And we think Mimi Hijab, he took it. Mimi Hijab could not refute them. He could not tell them who took it. So he needed help from Allah. And then Allah, he sent the message, says, it's not Muhammad who took it. What about you tell them who took it then? Aren't you Allah? This verse alone actually proving that Muhammad is a scam and he's a fraud and he's a liar. Somebody accused the Prophet to be the one who took the underwear. What about Allah? One phone call to Muhammad, say him, tadadam, 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 tadadam. Hello? Brother Muhammad, I want to tell you where the Prophet is. Who's that? This is Zakir Naik. Stupid Muhammad. I'm not Zakir Naik, I am Allah. Okay. And now, why Allah don't tell them who the one who took it? Is it enough to say he is not the one who took it? Guys, do you understand what I'm saying? Let us say for the sake of argument, it's not Muhammad who took it. Okay, but shouldn't you tell them who you are Allah now? This is Allah talking. This verse is Allah talking. Shouldn't you tell them, go open the drawer of this guy or take off your pant? They will see the panty. That maybe this guy is a gay. This verse alone is proving many things to us. Muhammad is not a prophet, because if he is, his God, instead of sending this stupid verse, he should say, go to this house of this guy, he is the one who took it. As simple as that. And by doing that, he proved that Muhammad did not do it. Secondly, this verse proved that Muhammad is a thief and his companion, they are thieves. They are fighting now over a piece of clothing. I mean, do you see how low they are? Hey, people, they are not fighting over a diamond. Are you following with me? They are not fighting over like a necklace of the Queen Elizabeth. They are not fighting over a throne they capture after killing the women. They are fighting over a panty, a piece of clothing. We have God who sent the verse, and what is the topic and what is the reason? A piece of clothing. And this God failed to tell us who took it. You know what? Bring Detective Columbus. He can solve the problem in maybe in half hour. Muhammad is leaving the house. Detective Columbus, he says one more thing. Can I check your drawer? So when Muhammadan they say to us that the Prophet was holy, we die laughing. The Holy Prophet, and by the way, the Holy Prophet, he was so holy and so pure. Not only he is filthy sexually, he have low ethic. Not only he rob, he rape, he killed, he steal, he lie. Even he take false oath in the Quran. That chapter of At-Tahrim says that. Not only being accused of stealing panties, things go farther. Muhammad is the holy to the point that holy pigs is cleaner than him. Read this. This is a prophet who enjoy his shower. He is teaching the Muslims and he is being the best example. Not only he actually shower in it, even he drink from it. Yustaqa laka. Yustaqa. You see, the Muslim translation says, water is brought for you from the well of Bidaa. This is not what it says. It says you drink from it too. Yustaqa. Muhammad, he take shower in water, have dead dogs, women blood from period, and stinky garbage. All of this is a very authentic hadith. This guy, look at this story here. I love this story actually. I passed by the Prophet of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which means Allah pray on him and salute him. And this is another crime Muhammad he did against his God, because now the Muslims are praying on him and on Allah in this. Allah himself actually pray on Muhammad. And not only that, Muslims are mushrikeen. Mushrikeen mean they are pagan who associate a man with God. So you cannot find one Muslim saying the name of Muhammad without saying the name of Allah, and vice versa. For they associate a man with God. Actually, there's a video of a guy. He is Rashad Khalifa. The Muslims, they killed him in Arizona. Uh, in his video, we played it before. If you remember, he says the Muslim today, they are mushrikeen. Why? He said because they made the Shahada. The Shahada is what? Associating Muhammad with God. In the same video, this guy, he says, well, the Christian do the same. But no, we don't. For we don't associate a man with God. For us, we believe that Jesus is God. Muslims don't believe Muhammad is God, yet they put his name with the name of Allah equally, and they claim the knowledge of Muhammad is the knowledge of Allah, and the knowledge of Allah is the knowledge of Muhammad. Here we see how that Muhammad not only filthy spiritually, physically, mentally, he is out of his mind. I passed by Allah, the Prophet, when he was performing wudu from the well of Bida. I said, are you performing wudu from it when garbage is thrown in it? Guys, why anyone want to say such a thing, question such a behavior, unless the behavior is not right? How filthy this man is, to the point people walk by and they question what the heck you're doing. Are you washing yourself by filthy water? What Muhammad science? Here we go. What about you quote for me science? Now there's scientists, he says, the prophet, he said, and this is true. Is that science? Or this is stupidity and a filthy man? Right? Once Muhammad was pissing in the street, and there is a guy he passed by. So he said to him, Assalamu alaikum, Messenger of Allah. Obviously, he was not saying Assalam. He is just making fun of him, saying to him, we got you busted, you filthy. Can you believe there's a prophet of God? He hold his penis and he start pissing in the side of the road, and women and children and everybody is passing by. Remember, this is a small little tiny village. I mean, go home. Or walk a little bit, maybe 100 meters away, 200 meters away, nobody will see you. Assalamu alaikum, Messenger of Allah. Assalam. He's saying as on you. Pissing in the road? Actually, the Prophet was so clean to the point that dogs used to urinate in the mosque, in the holy mosque, the house of Allah. And Muhammad and his followers never cleaned after them. Dogs come and leave, piss and leave. The house of Allah is the pissing place for dogs. Read carefully. And this is Al-Bukhari. This is not my Christian Prince fabrication, and this is Sahih. It's in front of you. It says Sahih. So here it says, my father said during the life of the Allah apostle. So the apostle is witnessing the amazing behavior of a prophet, teaching ethic. You see, all of this is showing you how much respect he have for the house of God. You know, Jesus, he saw a bunch of people selling and buying, not in the temple, not even in the inner yard of the temple. There's other yard outside around the temple. Jesus, he flipped their table. They said to him, you made the house of my father a bazaar. Muhammad, dogs, they go inside the mosque. My father said during the lifetime of Allah apostle, the dogs used to urinate and pass it through the mosque. Come and go. Look at, I love this one. Thank you for explanation, brother. Come and go. What about you say piss and go? Isn't it better? And nevertheless, they never used to sprinkle water on it. Between two bracket, urine of the dog. Do you see it? This is a major sin. This is the house of God. But this is telling you the quality of those who are inside the mosque and their leader, Aka Muhammad. Come and go. What they do? They piss. Exactly. It is a public dog's toilet zone for free. And actually nothing changed. Until now, the best place to urinate in the Middle East is the mosque. If you go in any busy area in the Middle East, you will see that a lot of people go in the mosque. You might think they are going to pray. No, they are going to piss. You can watch them. You will see the guy, he go like 5 minutes and he's coming out. There is no way he will pray 5 minutes. They go to the bathroom. You can follow them. The bathroom of the mosque is the most busy place. So to make it simple, I don't want to keep you long. It says it is you know, Sunday for most of you already. You know, uh, we need to remember that when somebody he posts or he make a comment about Muhammad, speaking greatly about him, and yet he never convert and he will not convert. Obviously, he is a scam, because if he is so good, so why you don't convert and believe? The second you don't convert, that's mean you believe he is a fraud, because this guy is not about being good. He claimed to be prophet. You see, I'm not asking you for a report for an employee. I'm not asking you for we are talking about a person he claimed to be a prophet sent by God. So either he is prophet or he is not. Anything else is politics and money and business. And Afghani, he says, why Islam survive? Where is Islam surviving? Can you tell me? Not a single place Islam is surviving. You Muslims are the most hypocrite people when you speak about surviving. You are from Afghanistan, is that right? Did you, was you, have you ever practiced to be the Bazi boy? Is that how Islam survive? Have you ever seen the farms of cocaine and heroin? Islam survive. What is the average of population in Afghanistan who take drugs? Hashish, cocaine. Islam survive. So if this is the most strict place for Islam, is the biggest farm country for drugs. Boys are made. Oh, Afghani, you are not a Muslim no more. Sorry, I thought you are a Muslim. Boys are decorated with makeup, and they just search in YouTube, Bachabazi. After they dance, they rape them. They rape the kids. Those kids are for rape, for sex. They made the boy dress like a girl. He put a makeup, lipstick. After he danced, the leader of Taliban, he raped the boy. Where Islam survive? Oh, I forgot. Well, this is what Islam anyway is, raping a boy. So when a Muslim he speak about the Prophet was holy, as an example, there's a guy he made here a comment saying the Prophet he did never commit a major sin. The Prophet he never commit a major sin. Let us see. Here we go. Let me show you this comment. So Ibrahim Khan, he said, Islam is the truth. The word Christianity is made by my man. So your God, Allah called him a Christian, you stupid. Christianity is made by man. Are you saying your God is stupid God? He called us Christians because he's stupid? Thank you very much. Look here this. He says, Sophia, Prophet did not make major sin. They make a minor sin, such like as when the Prophet Muhammad turned away from the blind man. Okay, and now he is giving you a fatwa that the Prophet, he did not commit major sin. Are you against the Quran? Let us go to the Quran and see if your Prophet, he committed major sin. Is disobeying Allah and fabricating law is a major sin? Any Muslim, he would say yes. Did Muhammad fabricate law? Yes. We have a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of At-Tahrim. The chapter of At-Tahrim. Muhammad went inside inside his house. He grabbed the maid and he started effing her in the bed of his wife. The wife came, she found the legs of this woman around his neck, and Muhammad's ass is exposed. She said to him, on my bed, on my house, on my day, you filthy son of Muta. Muhammad, because this woman, her father is a very powerful man, and Muhammad don't dare to make him upset. He said to her, well, you know, okay, I promise you I will never F her again. 2 weeks after, few days after, Muhammad, he got horny. He want to F the same slave. But now he made a promise. He took an oath. So he told his wife that Allah told me, O Prophet, why do you ban yourself from what Allah has made lawful for you? And this is my challenge to the Muhammadan. Can you show me a verse in the Quran that says it's made lawful for you to have sex with a slave is not captive? Any Muslim, he dare. It's a challenge. And by the way, like each time we make a challenge to the Muslims, look at the comment. They speak about Trinity. 99.99 of the comment of the Muslim, like previous video, we spoke about Muhammad, the stupidity of Zulqarnain and Gog and Magog, and the sunset and murky water, and the rising place of the sun, and the hail come from the sky, blah blah. All they said, the Muslim, he have no problem except the Trinity, brother, the Trinity. And here we ask ourselves, even the question of the Trinity proven Islam to be false. Why? Because my God can be three and one in the same time. Is God. Your God cannot. Your God, he says, he cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend because he's false. My God, he can. So even the questioning, they question us how. That question prove that Islam is false because you cannot question how God can do the impossible, you stupid. For he is God. That's why we call him Almighty. Impossible is for me and you. People, do you understand? If the Muslim saying the Trinity is impossible, he is saying God is impossible because God, there's nothing impossible for him. Impossible is only for false gods like your God. Like when Allah in the Quran, he says, how can he have a son if he don't have a escort, hooker? The Muslim, they try to be nice, they say wife, but the Arabic there is say sahiba, mistress, hooker. How can Allah have a son if you don't have a hooker? This answer alone is proving to us that Allah cannot be God. This is an answer of a man. You asked me, like, once a Muslim lady, she said to me, Christian Prince, you don't have a wife because all the Christian women, they have AIDS. So I said to her, you are the one who have AIDS. Your Muslim husbands, they go to Thailand, they go to everywhere, they bring AIDS with them. Christian women have AIDS. The fact your prophet, all his wives, they are infected with sexual diseases, and we can prove it. The prophet said that the women, she have water which is yellow. I'm not a doctor. I did not notice that this is infection until one time a doctor, he said to me, well, you know what, this is infection. This hadith is not about women. Women don't have that. This is an infection. Women, they will have such a thing, such a color, only if they have STD. But look with me here. The STD prophet saying the reason Allah cannot have a son. What is the reason? Or how he can have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Hmm? But this is not an answer of God. If this is the logic, well, how then Mary, she can have a son without have a husband? Correct? That's mean the one who made Mary have a son without a husband cannot be the same God. Why? Because this God, he just said to you how he can do it without having a wife. If he cannot do it himself, how he can make others do it or have it? Right? Do we have any question? Can you explain? Okay, we have somebody saying, speaking of sex, can you explain Zakir Naik video about verse John 3:16? He said God had sex to give birth to Jesus. You know, when a Muslim he says, give me the video. What is the name of the title? Because then I will make a video about it so we can laugh more. Give me the title, you know, so later we will laugh about it. I will make a special video about this. Just search the title and let me know. You can send me the link in Patreon. Sorry, I need to drink water. So we can make a special video about it and we can die laughing. Because by saying that, actually, the Muslims, not only they are lying about us, they are denying what the Quran says. The Quran says, nobody touch me. So how, you know, I mean, this is even, actually, this is a video, if it exists, that's priceless, because that can really help us to expose Islam very, very, very well, even better. How did Muhammad survive? Or why nobody killed him other than Jewish lady? I mean, I don't know, what are you talking about? If he was killed already, what do you mean he survived? Should he be killed twice and three times and four times to make him not survive? If he got killed, he's got killed, right? Hey, by the way, how Muhammad survived, wasn't killed by he don't go to war, he is always in the back. You know how Joe Biden, he survived, how Obama, he survived. I mean, we have a war in Afghanistan, we have war in Iraq. How George Bush survived? They are sitting in their home drinking their coffee, have all the bodyguard around them. Well, this is why they survive. But this Jewish woman, Muhammad is so, actually, this is telling you how stupid and arrogant Muhammad is. This woman, you killed her tribe. You took the women as slaves. How in the world you stupid accept that she will cook for you? You must be mentally ill. Correct? This is a proof that he is stupid. I mean, imagine a woman, I kill her family, I kill her husband, I kill her children, I kill her tribe. And then I put her in the kitchen to make food for me. And not only that, she is a Jew. Jewish people are very educated in medicine. They are educated in everything. You give a Jew a piece of land which is a desert, he will make it having green. Very smart people. This Arabian stupid man, he hired a Jew to cook for him. And what the Jewish woman she said to him when she got busted after and the funny is the Muslim they say the prophet after he ate the goat, she told him, I am poisoned. I mean the goat is cooked. Muslims they ate from it, and the guy next to Muhammad he died immediately. And now the goat told him, don't eat prophet. Shouldn't the goat speak before he start eating? I mean, look at even Allah. He was trying to use his magic to make the goat talk. Goat, tell him, goat, shashu, 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 fafu, hu, hu. And the goat is not talking. Like, what the heck, Allah? He tried again. Internet is slow. He tried to do like a connection to the computer of the goat. How we can make the goat talk. Muhammad is going to take the first bite, and the goat did not talk. Muhammad took the first bite. Muhammad took the second bite. His friend next to him, he took 5 bites. The friend next to him, the foam is coming from his mouth. And the one next to Muhammad, he is dying. And now the Prophet says, don't eat, the goat told me it's poisoned. And then what the Muslim they did, they cut the throat of Muhammad, they make a hole in it, and they start sucking the blood from his to make the blood come out. So he will not die immediately. That work, but still the poison is there, and obviously did internal damage inside him. And since then, Muhammad, he don't have a normal life. Actually, there's a hadith, but I don't remember. You see, I have there's endless numbers of this religion of hadith. There's a hadith actually. Let me see if I can find it. You guys just remind me about it. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the words in the hadith. Let's see. Maybe this one. Okay. Yeah. Look at this one. This is an example. Here it's talking about him growing old. No, this is not what we want. Let us see. This hadith actually is speaking about Muhammad become fat. Look at this hadith. Look at this hadith. Yeah, you see this is a chain of many hadith. All of them they have the same topic about Muhammad. He can't walk, he can't move, he can't lift his ass, he can't even pray. He became so fat. Here it says, when the Messenger of Allah grow bulky and heavy, he would observe most of his salah sitting. Do you see it? People, do you see it? Let me share the link with you. And this is Sahih. They cannot say this is Da'if and this is, the Prophet, he becomes so fat to the point he cannot lift up his ass and pray. So how he pray now? He pray sitting on his ass. Maybe we should make a video especially about how heavy the Prophet was. We will leave this for different occasion. Here, this is different hadith. Muhammad now is so sick. When the sickness of Allah apostle got aggravated, he asked the permission of his wives he should be treated in my house. You see it? Muhammad is dying from the poison. I mean, all of those hadith is saying the same, but they are showing you how horrible the end of Muhammad is. Remind me of what his name? Didat. Let us see. This is different hadith. We can make a video about it too. There is tons of hadith actually. I'm trying, I want to get the exact hadith. Hold on. Maybe we passed it actually without noticing. Let us see. Yeah, look like maybe we cannot find it here in this website. But this should be Al-Bukhari, as I remember. Let us try a different part. Okay. All right, I think we passed it. Let's see. Yeah, look at this one here. Muhammad even cannot walk no more, you know, and this is what illness we are talking about. Muhammad is dying from poison. Muhammad died from poison. So when Muhammad want to leave the house, he cannot even walk. They took him out of the house who he was in of one of his wives, and they took him to Aisha house. And he came out leaning on two men while his feet were dragging on the ground. Muslims, they claim that they have something it's called ruqya. If somebody is sick, if somebody have a black magic, they recite certain verses, he will be healed by the Quran. Look at your prophet. While Jesus making the one who cannot walk. Muhammad, he cannot walk. Do you see what I'm saying? Why Jesus, he can heal the man who cannot walk by saying to him, okay, stand up. Stand up. And the guy, he stand up. The guy is born this way. All his life, he cannot walk. Jesus, he can make the blind see. Jesus, he can heal the leper. All of those is any cured illness. Nobody can cure them. Jesus did not give medicine. You know, the funny Zakir Naik, he says, in the time of Jesus, medicine was advanced. In the time of Prophet Muhammad, it was different story. Like, Muhammad came 600 years after Jesus, and Jesus did not give medicine. What medicine was advanced? 600 years before Muhammad, medicine was more advanced after 600 years. And what does have to do with Jesus? Did Jesus give the guy like 2 Tylenol and say to him, drink them like 3 times a day? What medicine? Muhammad is coming out of the house. He cannot even walk. He's dragging his feet. You can imagine how embarrassing. You see, this can happen to any of us. Like we lose ability to walk, no problem. But this guy, he was teaching the Muslims the power of his God. He was teaching the Muslims how Jesus, he made the blind see, how they make the one who cannot walk. And then he himself, he's dragging his feet, he cannot stand up. And different hadith, it says he was so fat. Man, oh man. It's a miracle, yeah. It's a miracle to be a prophet who cannot walk. Right. And this is how Muhammad he end. His end is proving to us that he's a fraud. Actually, there's even more better evidence for his end. The Quran says that if Muhammad is fabricating Quran, what Allah will do? He will cut his artery. Allah will cut his artery. Let us see. This. Let's see. Where is the hadith? Give me a second. Everything Muhammad he said, proving him by his own mouth that he is a fraud. الطعام الذي أكلت. Okay. I was searching for the wrong sentence. Here we go. How Muhammad he died? Muhammad he says, I find, the Prophet said, in the element of his death, which he died, used to say, O Aisha, I still feel the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar. And at this time, I feel as if my aorta is being cut from the poison. We go to the Quran, we will find the Quran says exactly the same. If Muhammad is lying, I will cut his artery. Who said that? Allah. Chapter 69, verse number 46. If Muhammad fabricating Quran, if he is inventing words of God, we surely had taken him by the right hand and then severed his life artery. You can change translation if you don't like this one. But imagine somebody says like did that. If I am lying, may Allah, like lose my tongue, would make me not able to speak, and later he die in exactly in the same way. You might say, does that mean Allah is exist and he is the one who did that to Muhammad? No, I believe this is our Lord. He wanted to prove to us that this fraud is a fraud. So he did that to him. And then certainly we should cut off his life artery, between two bracket, aorta. This is exactly what the hadith says. Muhammad he says, I am dying and I feel my aorta is being cut off. All right. Anyway, I hope you have a good time today. And look like today we don't have too many. I will be back when we have 20,000. You see, I'm trying to make people work with me, and people are just lazy. I don't know why. I mean, don't you think our work deserve your to post a link around, share it with your friends? There's tons of you have Facebooks, but nobody is helping. If every one of you he was able to get like 100 view, we will not be waiting for the 20,000 to happen. So when the 20,000 happen, you will see me again. Beach. You have too many videos of me. Don't complain. Nobody make videos as I do. Nobody stay hours after hours after as I do. And maybe because I do stay for long and I do a lot of work, people don't appreciate that. Maybe they want somebody, they make a video for 15 minutes, and half of the video, the beginning of the video to the end, he speak about donation. That's what people appreciate. Don't forget to click at the bomb. Don't forget to click at the etc. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to make a donation. We go live, we finish talking, and we don't talk about any of those, and yet people don't care for us. The video we made yesterday, isn't it worth to have 200,000 by now? Why we have 10,000? Isn't it this is the best comedy for anyone to enjoy with his family, to laugh, not only education? So we do what comedians do just to make you laugh. I'm not a comedian. We try to make people enjoy learning, have good time, and yet we don't get really the fruit. And you know, for me, it's not about me getting the view. No, no, we want the truth to be to be viewed. This is not about me. You don't even know me. We want the truth to spread. So if it take a day, if it take two, it take three, take four, take seven, I will be back when we have at least 20,000. I want to say thank you guys for being here, and we pray that the Lord open the eyes of people. And always remember, when somebody he make a quotation about somebody else speaking highly of Muhammad, the question is why he did not convert. A person who speaks highly of Muhammad, he did not convert. Obviously, he believed Muhammad is a false prophet, because you are talking about somebody claiming to be prophet, not somebody he was maybe a congressman. Oh, he was a good man. We're not talking about a person who was a leader only. We're talking about a person he claimed to be a prophet. So if he is so good, why you don't believe in him? Do you believe or not? If you believe, you convert to Islam. The Muslim, they say to you, the scientist, etc. He said the Quran full of amazing science. Where is the science? If this is true, why you don't convert? If this is true, why you don't convert? Somebody saying, this is a smart Muslim, just to show you how smart Muslims are. Arabian Prophet, why you don't debate me about on that cutting orta topic instead of being there monologuing, blah 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 blah, chocolate, blah blah. Just that's how stupid you are. Just to show you are not even worth to debate my toes. You stupid idiot. You want to debate about what your prophet said? Are you saying your prophet is stupid when he said my aorta is cutting off? I guess, do you see the stupidity? This guy, he want to prove to me that his prophet is a donkey. He will say to you, well, if it's a poison, he will die after a day, 2, 3 days, 4 days, not 4 years. We know the answer. Muslim, they say to us, but this is mean your prophet is stupid. I'm just saving you time, embarrassment from calling me and spanking you. I don't want to make my hand dirty. You Muslims, you make my hand dirty all the time. You stupid idiot. You want to tell me he died 4 years after? That's mean your prophet, he is stupid. Don't he knew that he died 4 years after the poison? Are you saying your prophet is a donkey? He did not notice what you noticed? Are you saying that your prophet predicting the reason of his death and he was mistaken? Say it. Just be a man and say it. And now he is silence. You see the silence? Because either your prophet was right. You're not debating me, you donkey. You can't prove me wrong. I'm just reading what your prophet said. Guys, do you understand what I'm having here? You are not proving me wrong. You are proving your prophet wrong. Those people, they are suffering from mental illness. They are desperate to prove their prophet wrong. Yet they claim they are proving me wrong. But I'm not the one who said he died from his poison. It's not even Aisha saying that. It is your prophet himself. Mental. Uh, you know, when you take a poison, Depend how much poison you have. Poison cause a damage. You cannot fix it. That's it. The damage will be there. Certain cells, the depend in the number of cells is damaged and the location. So you can live maybe 20 years. You can live maybe a day. Maybe you will not even live 5 minutes. Depend how bad the damage is. But I like it when a Muslim, he says, he want to prove to me. Uh, Look, he changed the topic now. Guys, look. He changed the topic. You don't want to talk about it no more because it's embarrassment. What happened to you? Takasur. I ask you a question. Are you saying your prophet, he did lie when he said he is dying because of the poison? Now he's talking to everybody. He want to talk to Sophia. He want to talk to Lufia. He want to talk to everybody except me. Why you don't debate me? The second we put him in the screen, he is under the chair. I'm asking you, Taksur, are you saying your prophet, he did lie or he was wrong when he said he is dying by poison? I'm waiting for the answer. Just be man, say it. He will never mention it anymore. He want to change the topic. The Abdul in the mall. Abdul, are you there? I am like, yeah, I'm looking, shopping, yeah, I'm looking. I'm talking to you. Yeah, what is the grocery store? Hey, Abdul, you have a topic about your prophet, he died poison. Do you want to eat now? Yeah, because it's Ramadan. What Ramadan? Ramadan is done too, long time ago. Yeah, but I'm preparing for the coming Ramadan. Like, Abdul, focus with me. You asked me a question, and now we need your help. Are you there? Aren't you the one who said why you don't debate me? Abdul in the mall, you know. And if Abdul in the mall, nobody will have a goal. No, answer me, answer me. Just give me Skype. You're just an idiot. Even harder. Yeah. You must be ultimate fart or somebody stupid. Why you don't answer me? Are you accusing your prophet to be a false? Give me the answer. I will put it on the screen. Whatever you want to say to me, huh? Type it. I promise you, I will put it on the screen. Give me the answer. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Here we go. Give me the answer. Give me your answer in writing. I will put it on the screen. And by the way, don't talk about spanking. They asked the Imam, your big Imam, Ali and Ja'far al-Sadiq, etc., that a man, he cannot have kids, boys. All his babies are daughters. How we can have boys? He said, when you do your wife from behind, spank her 7 times, and each time you shout, "You Ali." Okay, this is the answer. You will never dare to debate me on that. This is how weak you are. Okay, son of Muta. Block him, admin. Well, if you cannot answer me in text, you cannot answer me in the mic, you coward. I have no time for kids. Anything you say is an embarrassment for your prophet, and that's why you don't dare to answer. You said to yourself, I can debunk it. The second you heard my answer already, you know now that you're not debunking me, because it's not me who's saying that. It's your stupid prophet. So anything you will say, it's against your prophet. And if you want to say to me, this is Da'if Hadith, it's not. Sahih al-Bukhari. This is what? This is Sahih al-Bukhari, the most authentic books in Islam after the Quran. You are just a kid. Anyway, so guys, we will be back when we have the 20,000, and this time I will keep the numbers, and I will be, anyway, I will be doing some busy, I will be a little bit busy. I will be looking for poison, I don't know. Walmart, there's no. I have a rat. I want to get rid of that rat. And I'm not sure what he don't eat cheese. He don't even laugh. He is very careful. He's smarter than Muhammad. Uh, yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for being here. Let us see how fast you can make it happen. Uh, I can make it happen. I can make it like hit 20 to 200,000 by putting a woman wearing short skirts and her boobs coming out, as Muslims they do, you know. But I'm not going to do that. You know, I prefer to put the Pirate of the Caribbean because he is presenting the Pirate of Arabia, Prophet of Allah. So I hope you guys are having a good time, and until we see you again, we pray that all of you will be in good health and wealth. Um, take notes, and maybe next time we will speak about Muhammad being very fat to the point he cannot move. The fat ass prophet. Thank you all. God bless, and see you soon again. Christ is Lord. Islam is false, and we prove it every day. And remember one thing: Islam without lies dies. And if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how foolish are you? That is a challenge you need to ask yourself if you are a Muslim. If a foolish man like Muhammad, a donkey flying carpet man, sunset in murky water, hail coming from mountains in the heaven, sperm is coming from the backbone, women she have a sperm coming from her ribs. I mean, endless. If a foolish man like this can fool you, how stupid are you? You are suffering from mental illness for sure.